Hey, great Wednesday morning. It is a beautiful day in the city of Brownsville. And wanted to start exactly at 9 o'clock. And we were planning to have uh, Christopher with us from Valencia, España. But uh, Chris got busy up in Valencia, España. And I could easily say there's probably tons of stuff to do in Valencia, España. So I do so appreciate that Chris is going to take his time to come on. Uh, Frankie the Fish got busy this morning. So Frankie the Fish could not be with us tampoco. Man, everyone has abandoned us. Everyone has abandoned us this morning. So it's guys, for the next couple of minutes, you're going to have to deal with just me, if that's okay. Sorry. Buenos días, Carlos. Good morning, Martin. How's it going, guys? And we can talk about some of the stuff that we talked about yesterday, and I guess any other thing that comes up. What we can do this morning is we'll go over a lot of the information that came in yesterday, and you just go over the numbers, and we can also then just talk about you have any questions in regards to anything that's going on, or any questions about anything whatsoever. We'll do our best to answer them. Not individuals might have the right answers into things. Good morning, Leah. How you doing today? But again, let's do this as a Q&A, an actual town hall, not like the town hall they've been having all over the place. Morning, my bro. Morning, Joe and Andrea. Good morning. We'll do our best to catch up for a week. I'll do my best. Let me tell you, it's so funny, but it's one of the things that I was sharing with Frankie. You know, when we first started doing these, I don't know if y'all remember, but we were doing the weekly one. You know, we'd get together and we'd start talking about politics and about everything that's going on, and have those conversations. And then all of a sudden, as soon as the COVID-19 hit, they said, you know what, let's and we were getting all this information. And again, it was just kind of hard in regards to it. So it was just easy to start doing them like once a day, and then it went to 2 times a day. We did 3 times a day, but it was just too much. But we do 3 times a day whenever we have some Spanish questions. Now, answer this question. What do you think about the in-person graduation? I think it's too early. My honest opinion, I think it's to be too early. And I actually got to speak to someone from the district last night after our show. And again, my concern is that, you're not going to have everybody happy. This is life. You're not going to have people always happy. Good morning, Pasadena. Love me, Pasadena. But you're not going to have everyone happy out there. So it's going to be very, very hard to please everyone. With that said, again, Carlos was sharing last night that he had concerns as a parent in order to have individuals out there. I would have the same concerns if I was a parent. Again, I mean, maybe it's because I don't have a graduating senior, but I've heard from a couple of people out there already, and they've stated that they just rather not. They'd rather not because they want to maintain, their children as safe as possible. And again, you could take every single precaution out there, and you could, do your due diligence and research and everything else. But what can actually be everyone else out there? Will everyone else out there be as hygienic, be as clean as you, or maintain themselves at a certain distance? I just don't think that's going to be the case. It's way too early. More positives are coming if we go that route. Yes, and that's part of the problem, guys. Because of all the different little actions that have been taken, we're just pushing it forward and forward and forward, and it seems like it's never going to stop. I mean, I think we felt the brunt of the individual after the spring break opening. I sincerely believe that that's what happened. We felt the brunt in the city of Harlingen. Good morning, Maria Lily. We felt this brunt in the city of Harlingen. The city of Harlingen is a mess right now. Too many individuals. Your audio is inconsistent. Sometimes it's good and it's good. I can understand, but it's hard to understand at times. Sorry again. Technical difficulties in the morning, guys. These are the hands. These are the hands we're given. These are the, what happens. I think is like a lot of individuals are coming on online at about this time, so it doesn't help matters. So I'm sorry if it starts to sound a little patchy here and there. Hopefully, it starts to correct with time. Let me know if it keeps up, Vela, or if it improves throughout. Sorry. But in graduation, I understand the sentiment, and my seniors, yes, they're all like, "Oh, but we want to walk." And I think part of the misconception is that a lot of people think that they're going to be able to do a lot of things that already seen. Look, guys, a senior graduation, again, I went through 9 of them last year. A senior graduation is donde tienes la persona, they go up there, they wait in the seats. Nobody listens to any of the speeches mostly that anyone gives. They're just out there mostly just waiting for their name to be called, and it's all just a picture moment. I mean, and someone correct me, it's all just a picture moment. They took down their first post about the ceremonies and now waiting for TA Commissioner Roth. Again, I think one of the things that they talked about, David, yesterday was that they were going to change the dates because they were not going to start them in May, but maybe start them in June. That's one of the things that they talked about yesterday during the meeting. But again, guys, the whole ceremony situation, I think people are not understanding that a lot of things that could have been done before won't be able to do. I understand students, they have this image in their mind that, they're going to get all together and they're going to throw their hats in the air and everyone's going to be hugging each other, taking pictures. And I don't think that that's the type of graduation that the district is planning to have. Graduation is hot. I thought, is my name now graduation? Does that make sense? We should wait until late June or July for graduation on stage with social distance, limit the audience with only family members. Yeah, Leticia, that's option. El problema es, who do you decide to bring to graduation? Does that make sense? Because everyone, que la abuelita va a querer ir, que la tía va a querer ir, and he was raised by el tío. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's going to be very, very hard. I understand. Frankie the Fish se puso a trabajar. So he had to go do some work. Ni modo, someone's got to bring in the bucks. So if you understand it, it's what makes it kind of even more complicated. Again, graduation is the family coming together and taking pictures. That's what it is. Because really, I've talked to a lot of the seniors. I talked to a lot of the individuals. And good morning, Benito. Benny. I've talked to a lot of individuals, and the part they hate is having to listen to the board member speak. And again, I spoke at one, having to listen to everybody else speak, and everyone's going like, "Come on, get to where you're giving me the diploma." And what's even more funny is because I went up there and I opened the diploma little packet. You know that there's not really a diploma in there. There really isn't. So again, it's a show. It's like a picture. When I graduated, we were 800 plus. I thought it was going to be fun. It was not, and it is not. The fun part is when you get together with your friends, you take those pictures, and traes el robe medio abierto, and it's what you're wearing underneath. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Just making 2 tickets per student. And again, there's going to be a lot of upset individuals. Ay, pero nomás quiero llevar a mi abuelita. ¿Y puedo tomar un boleto más? That makes sense. So it's kind of a catch-22 because really not everyone is going to be happy. Now, if they do practice social distancing, are they also going to offer face masks? One of the things that I heard, and I have not confirmed, was that the district was going to order face masks for students. Again, it's all about the pictures. They should make masks for them in the colors of their gowns. Yes, and I think that's the plan. But again, it's about the picture. So are the students going to be walking the stage with board members and superintendent? And superintendent's not covering his face now when he's out there taking pictures. So are they going to be covering their face? So how can you take the pictures? Does that make sense? So there's a lot of little parts out there that I don't think people are completely understanding. Again, I'm all for having the graduations if that's what they want to do. I think it's a mistake. I think it's a mistake. I think we're going to get repercussion in regards to numbers coming back out in like 2 3 weeks. That's just my take. Again, I think that we are seeing a lot of the numbers from the first little actions from Easter, from then people congregating, doing a lot of things they shouldn't be. Good morning, Marisa. Buenos días, Rosy. And then all of a sudden, the opening that they had, I think we're going to see the repercussions. Elda, good morning. We're going to see the repercussions in regards to those as well. So again, the Guerrero family, love me, the Guerrero family. Nice hair. Thank you. I actually combed it. A lot of jump. I still need a haircut. But it's like it's never stopping, guys, and it's never stopping. We're not giving it a chance to plateau or to take a dip. We're not in the bell curve whatsoever in any way, shape, or form. Just log in. How many will be allowed to attend per student? Again, they have not said yet, Anna. I'm going to guess that it's like Sus Becky said, as that 2 tickets per student. And again, if that's the case, you're talking about mama and papa. What about the siblings? And then what about grandpa? What about grandma? What about la tía, el tío? So there's a lot of different little types of logistics that I don't think that have been really thought out. Look, guys, I truly believe, this is my opinion in regards to it, they should have gone with a drive-through graduation. They should have gone through a drive-through graduation where it's made into like a little parade. That way, the individuals would have avoided a lot of the different logistics out there, like a parade type of thing, donde están en el vehículo. O sea, what I'm trying to say is, good morning, Susie. What I'm trying to say is there were options that the district could have chosen from that would not have probably got them into where the mess that they're going to get themselves into. Does that make sense? O sea, you're given 3 options. You're given virtual, which everyone's planning to do anyway. You're given the in vehicle, el drive through, or the in person one, pero como lo hizo West Point. And again, I think the way la salida would have been, guys, we've analyzed why maybe some drone flying to recapture the moment. And actually, Veterans High School did have a drone last year. So what I'm trying to say is, okay, I'm going to think that the best way to keep as many people happy would have been the vehicle one. And all they had to do was come out, guys, we're concerned about y'all's well-being. We're concerned. We want to adhere to the city's recommendations as well. So we're going to do the drive-through, the little parade type of thing. That way they would have kept everyone happy. Yes, that would have been the best option. It would have kept everyone happy to a certain level, but there would have been a lot less backlash, because what's going to happen is you're going to get a lot of people that are going to be very, very upset that they cannot take Huelita, or they cannot take their brother or their sister. It's going to be a lot of people upset. So again, it's a safe way. I had a minimum of 15 family members there. Exactamente, Mayra. I mean, I have people that take like 20, 30 individuals, because us Mexicans have a lot of kids. Que el abuelo, que el padrino, que la madrina, que el tío, la tía, es que vinieron de California. That's what they were telling me. Oh, vinieron de California nada más para ver la graduación de mi hijo, o vinieron de Florida, o vinieron de otra parte. And can you imagine having traveled all that way and not being able to participate? They're going to get upset. Los Fresnos doing virtual. West Point did not have an audience. That is what I mentioned yesterday, Leticia, that despite the fact that my compadre Mike Morath, the education commissioner for TEA, despite the fact that he used West Point as an example, which I saw that graduation, they were separated, but there were no parents. There were no one in attendance. I mean, is that something that they're contemplating? The people are going to riot. People are going to riot. There's too many logistics, too many issues, I think. Put the pics of students on the scoreboard. That is another option that Carlos made mention of. Again, I would have the drive-by and have not the drive-by shooting, have the drive-by, the little parade, and also do the scoreboard thing, and maybe divide the individuals. I mean, we have the technology. The other option, which I guess we have 3 stadiums that could probably do a graduation, We have the one at Veterans, which is set up so that we can have football games out there. We have the enclosed one at Rivera, and we have the Sam Stadium. Another option would be to use all three and divide the class, but then you get people saying, no, pero es que yo quiero ver al primo y a mi hijo también graduar. Again, guys, different options, but which is the best one? Not all of them are a great fit. Military Basic Training, Air Force Weekly have a virtual graduation. Yeah, the virtual would have been great. Maybe the virtual combined with the drive-by, the little parade thing. I've seen a lot of the ones, the parades being done at different cities, and let me tell you, it looks really, really very good. Pero again, going through this, okay, if we're doing it for the students, I don't think that's the case. It's a political move. It's a PR move, and it's really the wrong move to make right now. Does it look like I have earrings? Right there. My earrings. I just noticed that. Yes, the drive-by would have been perfect. Again, it would have been. Now it's still up in the air option, but no, they've already said that they're going to do the in-person one. The stadium at Sports Park. Again, that would probably hold more people. But again, do we still want a bunch of combined people all together? Rivera Field is not big enough. Yeah, it's not big enough. But again, Rivera is always the one that is used in case the weather is bad. So when the weather is bad at Sam's, Rivera is the one that they use, and they only allow 2 tickets per graduate. But you would have to use common sense. Who would you rather see? Well, yeah, it's true. Yes. So that is my take on graduation. Any other questions in regards to graduation? Any other questions in regards to the board meeting last night? And if anyone wants to send a question via messenger, send it via messenger. Just let me know which page you're going to send it on, or send it to me via text message. Guys, if you haven't already, if you would, please be so kind as to go and subscribe to a YouTube channel, Erasmo Castro. Erasmo Castro, que no está en Valencia, España. One of the things that we talked about yesterday, and I'll make mention again today, I'd hope to reach out to the mayor, because the mayor actually made this question yesterday when they were having their city commission meeting. I was watching it. I was laughing through most of it for crazy reasons. But one of the things that was mentioned is in regards to the numbers out there. In the Cameron County, I think we're back up to 452, 454. I'm not real sure, actually. Sorry, I don't have that information. I think we were back up to 454. But what I wanted to touch on, and I spoke about it yesterday, is that when the Brownsville health commissioner threw out the information, they added that little post, this one. Can y'all see it? Cases reported. Did y'all see that one? Actually, Frank had posted on the page. I still can't post on the page because I am... Yes, don't forget to turn on notifications for YouTube. Click on the little bell next to the subscribe. Please do that. Thank you, Guerrero family. Guys, did anyone see this? Frankie posted it on his page. That one. Well, this one gives you a little breakdown, and it's a very nice what happened at the board meeting. I'll go into it in a little bit. This is a very nice one. But one of the things that it says, and let's focus on Brownsville. In Brownsville, it says we have 149 positives, and it says 0 deaths. And again, I think that's wrong, because we know at least of one guy who passed away from Brownsville. I just don't know exactly how they're wanting to report it. We'll go into the meeting a little bit. No handshakes at graduation. First bumblebees picks with a superintendent. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So we have 149. Let me see if I can put it up there. 149 positives. Can you all see it? 149 positives. And then it says 115 that are recovered. See, and technical difficulty. There are only 34 people being affected by coronavirus. And that was one of the questions that the mayor asked. And the health department guy, Art, basically said, no, that's not the case. It's not the case. You're talking about people that have gone through the first couple of phases. We still don't know, and that was one of my concerns when individuals would constantly be bringing up the well, talk about the recovered, guys. We really don't know what recovered means. We know what positives mean. We know what death means. We don't know what recovered means. Have no concept. Have no clue. We just don't. See how I comb my hair? I usually have wavy hair. It's not a bald spot. I think the hair gel just makes it look like that. But so that's what it boils up, and we just do not know. Do not know what recovered means. So it was a good question that the mayor asked, and there was a great question that I asked as well. Uh, we're pretty good at feeding off each other. I appreciate the mayor. The mayor of the city of Brownsville has done an amazing job, and my friend Guillermo was on here last night and going like, "Oh, well, the mayor, the mayor." I love Guillermo. I don't think I love anyone more than I love my Guillermo, but the mayor's done a great job. I appreciate all the work that the mayor has done. So hats off to him. And I'm gonna just say that it looks like I have cuernitos right there. You see him? It looks like I have cuernitos. So going back into what happened at the board meeting last night. It was kind of a plain, dry board meeting. I do know that they ended very late, despite the fact that they really didn't have much to go on. Baltasar Salazar, the board attorney, basically showed the disregard he has for board members and really was talking smack. Actually, it was talking smack to Eddie Garcia. It really was talking smack back at him, man. Like, oh, well, you don't know. You don't understand what's going on. And again, that's the type of power, someone who really, really thinks that they are in control. And he is in control. There, and I've said it publicly. There is no one on that board or in the district is more powerful than the board attorney. I mean, he makes $325,000 in abouts, and there's no one more powerful than he is. And again, to the detriment of the district, because the guy is one of the reasons why we are in this big old mess that we're in regards to the coronavirus response from the stupid superintendent. Stupid superintendent has made so many missteps. It's just unbelievable. And to the individuals out at the district who all of a sudden have stayed quiet and maintained no communication, guys, let me tell y'all something. No communication is no bueno. Communication is important. It's essential. And once you stop giving information, I'm going to basically think that you're siding with Sylvia Atkinson, Minerva Peña, Prissy Roca Tipton, and Drew Brown. And if that's the route you want to take, that's your call. It's a mistake. The other thing in regards to the meeting, Eddie and Philip wanted to end a recording of an executive session. Again, you can't make this stuff up. And then Philip goes on and says, well, I understand that Mr. Garcia, doesn't want there to be any evidence back there. And I'm going like, dude, did you just say that? And yeah, I went back and I made sure I made a little recording. He did say that. So you don't want to record the executive session meetings because it might be evidence used against you? What are you saying out there? Guys, again, I have said nothing in executive session. When I was there, I have said nothing in private that I will not sustain in public. Nada. I have absolutely, positively nothing to hide. I think both the mayor and the judge have stepped up. As opposed to the last mayor, these men give you more sense of security. Yes, the city commission, not so much. The county commissioner, not so much. What about the PUB rates? Is there any way to have our rates returned to the Tanasca, pre-Tanasca rates, or at least no? And because again, once they start taking your money, as that it once they start taking your money, it's very difficult to make these individuals give it to you back. The Republican Party don't want a second stimulus check. What? They're crazy. Give me my check. In regards to PUB rates, guys, they screwed us. They screwed the city. PUB screwed the city. But again, we have no one at the city commission fighting for PUB utility rates. No one. Nada. Has anyone at the city commission even addressed the matter? Nothing. They have not addressed the matter. They haven't only not addressed that matter, they haven't expressed their disgust in regards to the $1.3 million that are missing at PUB. Missing money. Besides the 36% increase rate in the past 7 years to bring about a defunct Tenasca, which is not going to happen. Not going to happen. As somebody pocketed $1.3 million that belong to you folks. I also think that comprehension is important when communicating. The board is not understanding communication. They are not understanding communication. And yeah, this is my take. Yeah, I think they are worried. How did they vote on recording? Actually, they didn't vote on it. They decided to discuss it later on and get recommendations from TASB. It's a bunch of bull. Again, they're going to do whatever the board attorney wants them to do. It's what it is. What it is, guys. Comprehension. Part of the problem with the board, and Minerva said it yesterday at the meeting. She goes, "I've been here for 12 years." It's too long, folks. That woman has been on there for way too long. She is stupid beyond belief, ridiculous. The only reason that she gets reelected is que la raza, they vote stupidly. She is a horrible person, a horrible politician, a horrible board member. But people keep on voting for her. And again, so it's y'all's fault. Whoever are out there voting for that woman, it's y'all's fault. It really is. I'm sorry, guys. We all believe in term limits. Let's practice term limits. But what has happened is once they get on the board, they disassociate from the people. They don't listen to the people. They don't have communication with the people. And again, for good or for bad, people know. When I was on the board, before I was on the board, after I resigned from the board, I've always been in communication with my people. Always. And I've always had conversations with everyone, not just the la crema y nata, the high society people up there. No, with everyone. I had communication with the janitors, with the people at food services, with all the principals, with the counselors, equally. I never, ever looked down on anyone, guys. And these people, they look down on us. No, so they didn't vote in the recording. What about the FBI investigation into the missing PUB money? That is an ongoing. I actually did get to speak to some individuals on there. That is still an ongoing investigation. So again, we're just waiting to hear what's going to happen in regards to that. It is still an ongoing investigation. And the way the FBI works is that it takes sometimes years before they come back and say, because what's going to happen is that they're going to find out. And this is what happened with Sylvia's case. And I was speaking with one of the board members yesterday in regards to it. This is what happened to Sylvia's case. They started to investigate Sylvia here. When they were investigating this, they found out all of a sudden that, oh, there's this. And then they found out, oh, there's this. And then they found out, oh, there's this. O sea, from this investigation, it expanded to this. Does that make sense? O sea, it started to flower out. So now they weren't only investigating this, they had to investigate this, 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 and this. Well, when they started to investigate this, then this happened. Does that make sense? O sea, it was like an onion. There were layers and layers and layers. So they started to investigate one. Is the FBI onto PUB? Yes. They're investigating it in regards to the missing $1.3 million. But again, that's not the only amount of money that's missing. When the FBI goes in there, they're going to find out that they're like the Sylvia case. They started here, they went here, they found this. When they go here, they're going to have this. When they go here, this here. Yeah, so puras little arms because she had her hands in everything. Once the FBI does digging at PUB, they're going to find so much corruption. It's unimaginable. But again, our city leadership has permitted it to happen. They do nothing about it. They do not rein in the board members, and they are appointed by the city commission. So it's the city commission's fault, guys. If there's anyone to blame for your rates, I mean, look at your bill. I mean, we've Frankie's been able to post again. I can't post because of Facebook jail, but look at your PUB bill, guys. Didn't it take an upward twist, gacho, these past couple of months? And some people say, "Oh, well, it has to do with people staying in and the COVID." No, folks. I mean, I know one of the bills at one of my houses went up. It went up because, and the house isn't even used. Nothing. It still went up. Como que si alguien estuviera usando 20 aire acondicionados ahí. It's not right. You almost had communication with parents as well. Yes, especially with parents all the time. Buenos días, Don Erasmo. Thank you for always hearing everyone's opinions and concerns. Daniel, I'm here for you guys, 100%. Always have been, always will be, folks. Always will be. That's one reason I will vote for you. Transparency. Thank you, Mario. I appreciate it, man. God bless you, my brother. Crap rolls down the hill. It sure does. And let me tell you, BSD, it avalanches down the hill. So a whole bunch of folks are going to get hit by the FBI SAT. Who will be left standing at BISD? Not many people. And actually, that's one of the conversations I had yesterday with some people is that this thing is not just Sylvia Atkinson, folks. Again, I've said it publicly. I'll say it again. Minerva, Prissy, and Drew fomented the culture, and Baltasar Salazar fomented the culture that permitted Sylvia Atkinson to pocket our students' money, to pocket our teachers' raises, to pocket our district's resources. They fomented it. They voted with her. They let her. They gave her full reign, full authority, full power to rip us off blind. So is Sylvia the only one going down at BISD? No, it's no way. It's impossible. Impossible. Porque se mochan con ellos también. That might be the case. If you're referring to PUB, that might be the case. Guys, I just don't understand. But once that starts to happen, something that Loops says is very important. Guys, once you start licking off the tit, then you get addicted to it. You just get addicted to it and you cannot get off the tit. So what happens to a lot of these people is, let's say aquí está Sylvia, and Sylvia gives Prissy $18,355 and then says it's coming from Ron McVeigh, E3, one of the vendors that bills BISD $8-9 million a year. I mean, one single donor gave Prissy $18,355. Guys, anyone question that? Anyone concerned about that? So when Sylvia does that to Prissy, then Prissy, it becomes very, very hard because you've already started to receive that little money. You started to receive that little cash. And once you want the cash to continue, I mean, these people plan to be reelected. Minerva is going to get money from Baltasar Salazar. Eddie Garcia is going to get money from Baltasar Salazar. Baltasar Salazar is going to throw tens of thousands of dollars to my opponent, whoever that may be, and to anyone else's out there's opponent who's wanting to do the right thing. City Commission suck. Marihuano, Bernice, Joel Mujia, Jessica Tetro, Lagawan. They've been silent, ineffective. I would say ineffective in the past month and a half. Really, you forgot to mention Golonsky. Really ineffective. Who do you want running with you? I've made mention. I hope that Carlos decides to run. I think Carlos deserves an opportunity to continue on in regards to the service. I think that a lot of the charges that they were wanting to throw against him, they came back to naught. I mean, they basically showed that there was nothing there. And again, guys, I hope Carlos decides to win. And I'll again, conmigo no matayan. You know that I always tell the truth and speak my mind. Carlos and I ran against each other. We ran against each other. And again, I'm going to say it was a mistake on his part. A mistake on his part, because I'm handsome and totally not fat. But we would have been better served if we would have run in separate races. But again, that's neither here nor there. On this one, we're going to guarantee that we're not running against each other. So that part, I'm proud. I'm hoping that he runs in a separate seat, but that's going to be his choice to make. And I'm going to help and encourage individuals. Guys, we need change at BISD. What about voting in the runoffs? The runoffs should be in July. If you're talking about the primaries, they should be in July. Not going to be anytime soon. PUB, are not the price charges tied to the price of oil? Magic Valley is. I think at this point, PUB is right now they are so jam packed with the money that they stole from us, $100 million. They could probably go without anything in regards to the price of oil. But yeah, the price of oil has gone down to casi nada. Easy way to figure out if the people are paying more is to look at their bill. What changed, the rate or the use? Again, yeah, I don't know. The amount went up. They started charging you for more. Not real sure. Do we know what the act was which led the FBI to Atkinson? Carlos, there were so many. There were so many. As that I've already made mention that I've gone to talk to the FBI. There was just so many things. There were tablets. There were, that's just coming from Rio Hondo. There were tablets. There were, taking federal money. Now, guys, take this into consideration is that a lot of the money that the district receives is federal money. So that's why the FBI has a very big vested interest into checking what's going on. Guys, remember, Sylvia Atkinson's sister has her hands on federal monies. Federal monies. No one even thought to make that move or make that change or, move her around at least temporarily while they decided to maybe audit these departments. They didn't. She still has her hands on federal monies. Sylvia's sister. And again, I can't confirm, but supposedly Sylvia is living with her sister. So again, people don't find that strange that the person that has her hands on federal monies is Sylvia's sister, who still works for the district. Her department has not been audited. They haven't gone out there to check and see if any of your monies are missing. They still have her on their hands with the hands in the pocketbook. Guys, one of the things that I promise after November, if we have the opportunity to take over the board, is to audit the heck out of federal monies and every other relative that Sylvia has in the district, and also every other achichincle that she has. Because let me tell you, the reason that the deputies were hired was because they put Sylvia's achichincles. They put Sylvia's achichincles on the selection committees. That's how the deputy superintendents were hired, folks. I'm not making this stuff up. I know. Asking all musicians to support our new candidates to selection. Preach. You and Carlos are great for Brownsville community. Thank you, my man. God bless you. My vote for you. You are part of us real people. Thank you, and I will need it. God bless you, my man. BISD or the city are you running for? In November, I'll be running for the district. I don't know if that's considered an announcement. In next year, I will consider being a part of the elections for the city as well. Why? Because I want to clean it all. That should have been a conflict of interest. It is a conflict of interest. I mean, you got one sister on her hands on federal funds. You got another sister on the UIL uh, sports, merchandise, shirts, insurance. Guys, come on, guys. I mean, that is why she had full reign of everything. Plus, compadres, drain that swamp! Uh, actually, guys, if y'all want signs, este, believe it or not, it still got signs and bumper stickers. So let me know. I'm going to start picking them up. Ain't that cute? It's cute. So, guys, if y'all want signs, I got signs. I just need y'all to start putting them up. There's an FBI sitting in front of Sylvia's sister's house watching all her outlets, cultivating more evidence, meeting with more. Let me tell you, Mario, we know for a fact that Sylvia has been communicating with Prissy. We know for a fact that Drew has been out there conversing with Sylvia. Can't make this stuff up. Compadrismo al 100%. 100%. Le van a dar tronco. Yes. Got your back. Christopher, thank you, my man. Melinda, thank you. Love y'all, guys. Love you all. You have my vote. Thank you, Lillian. I'll need your vote, but I'm not going to only need y'all's vote. I'm going to need your family's vote, your compadre's vote, your friend's vote. I need y'all to start bringing everybody in. Everyone. And no, it's like and I want you to share my stuff once everything's out. But I don't only want you to share my stuff. I want you to physically take your abuelito, your tia, your compadre, take them to go vote. That's what I want you to do. That's going to be the mission. You will take it all, Erasmo. You're the best buddy. You got my vote on anything. God bless you. God bless you, Mike. Love you, my man. I appreciate that. Again, I'm very appreciative of the faith, the confidence that the folk have out there. I really, really do. But again, you know me. I will not lie. I'll answer any question that's thrown my way. I mean, as long as the question is respectful, as long as you're not trying to, tu mamá, tu papá, y que se la comen. I don't do well with that kind of stuff. Yo no le voy a faltar respeto a nadie. Again, no espero que nadie me falte el respeto a mí. Again, I've said this very, very publicly. I'll say it again. I'll say it very publicly. I'll say it again. Yo soy de la Southmost. Yo me crié allá en la Tulipán, en la Ruiz, en la Berta, en la 25 y en la 27. That's where I was raised, allá. Y en la Polka, en la Tyler, aquí también. Guys, I will never throw the first hit, ever. But if you hit me, I'm going to do my best to hit you back 10 times harder. It's just the way I was raised. I'm a peaceful person. I believe in peace. I believe in tranquility. But if you come at me, you hit me, I'm going to hit you 10 times harder. And you may think, oh, that's a horrible lesson to teach children. I tell kids exactly the same thing. If anyone hits you, I tell my nephews and I tell my nieces, if anyone hits you, go out there and hit them 10 times harder. That's my hood, Southmost pride. Norma, isn't that what we were taught? Métale fregazos. Usted, me decía mi abuela, usted no se ande peleando. Pero si le buscan, regrésele 10 veces más fuerte. It's the way we were raised, guys. Am I wrong, guys? Am I wrong? How are we going to graduate? They're going to have in-person graduations, Sebastian. But again, it's not going to be todos engrupados. It's going to be you'll see. And Sebastian, congratulations on graduating on all your accomplishments, my man. But you will see, compadre. It's not going to be what you think it is. It's going to be very separadillo y mucho cuidado. It's not going to be a regular graduation. So what y'all are expecting is not going to, and we'll talk about it afterwards. And we'll talk about it afterwards, after the ceremony, Sebastian. I want you to come on and we'll talk about it. and you're going to say like, yeah, it wasn't what we expected it was going to be, because there's going to be a lot of different little restrictions. They're probably only going to have like 2 people per person out there. So, and also maybe a timeline of all the events that happened at BISD would be nice, so that people could go back and refresh on it. I could do that. It's just, it would take a lot of work. And I'll tell you this much. One of the things that I think we started to do this show every day was because la regaban, like every step of the way in regards to everything that has been done. The abuse of teachers, the disrespect for personnel, the lack of empathy, the lack of care and concern. I mean, teachers still, I don't think, have yet to receive their stipend, que supuestamente los $70 que les iban a mandar. Nada. ¿Qué les dieron para teacher appreciation? Tronco, como alguien dijo. It's not me. No. I added some elementary virtual backgrounds yesterday. Oh, teacher appreciation, you want to use making more today? Thank you, David. Yes. David El Primo. Love you, man. Appreciate you. Very talented guy, man. Really, very talented. Very impressed. Queso de mi vida y de mi amor. Te amo, Brenda. Y a Misión Divina también. A toda mi gente de Misión Divina. Again, churches around here have been very, very good to me. I love my church family throughout the whole city of Brownsville. Been very, very good to me. I love them all. I love Ministerio de Restauración y Poder, Fuente de Vida Eterna, Centro de Luz, Familia, Centro Familia, all of them have been so very, very nice to me. Have been very, very nice to me. I love you all, and y'all know that. Good morning, Erasmo. Have a great day. Encarnación, Dios te bendiga. Love you, my man. We love you. I know I do. And one of my favorite places to take a picture. And again, I've taken many, and I hope to take a couple more, is at Misión Divina. I love the little background, and I love taking pictures there. They've been my profile pictures for a long, long, long time. Thank you, brother. Rachel, good morning, Rachel. Dios te bendiga. Amen. And I'm praying for you all, guys. Thank you so much. I love y'all. Y'all know I do. I have been very, very fortunate to have a lot of individuals from different groups. And again, a lot of times people andan con la mente bien, que sepa que mira, que he only takes pictures with students, he only takes pictures with señoras solteras. Y que I take pictures with everyone. Anyone that asks, I will take a picture with 100%. Uno es del pueblo, uno es raza, and again, any questions that y'all may have in regards to anything, we'll always answer. And people may take some very, very cheap shots, and again, cheap shots, it's people's prerogative. But again, you could ask anything as long as it's respectful in a decent way, and it's not one of those stupid questions. I'll be okay with it. Graduation, BISD meeting. We talked about PUB. Any other questions out there before we end it today? Keep up the great work. It will pay off. It's time change needed. Amen, brother. Change is needed. And I think most people know that. And again, even one of the things that I have noticed, guys, it's kind of amazing. One of the things that I have noticed is that even a lot of people that antes decían, I'm still tripping at my earrings. One of the things that a lot of people antes decían que we hate him, but even some of the people that would say like, well, we hate him, are going like, pero that guy sometimes makes sense, and the guy is not completely totally off. And again, and I've challenged people, tell me one thing that we've gotten wrong that we've talked about. And we've had hundreds of shows already, guys. I think 30 times 2, maybe 100 shows. Honestly, I just don't know. We've had a lot of shows, and I challenge people let me know what we've gotten wrong. You're a down to earth person, which I love. Thank you, Rachel, and I appreciate that. And always be the same. Haircuts on Friday. We'll be able to get haircuts, beauty salons, haircuts, and las uñas. I'm actually thinking about getting a pedicure just to see what it feels like. I think I had one pedicure, but las uñas. Los que hablan a tus espaldas es porque están en el lugar correcto atrás de ti. Ignore the haters. Yeah, I do mostly, man. Me vale. Thank you for all the up. No, thank you, Armando. Love you, man. So on Friday, be able to cut the hair. I think my only worry is this part here. You see that? Esa parte es la que me quiero quitar. Acá arriba, no, because I think se me va a hacer más bald spot, and I like this little wavy curvita. And maybe a little bit on the sides, a little fade, a little fade. Any other questions before we end today? We're actually ending close to 50 minutes. Not bad. Not bad for being alone. Todos me han abandonado. Todos me dejaron solos. Now, guys, I do appreciate you again. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you being there for me. One of the things that I actually I got asked this by someone. They said, "Hey, Erasmo," I got asked this by someone who was going through a little rough patch. They said, "Erasmo, how is it that de que como que andabas como si nada? ¿Cómo es que si andabas como si nada después de yes, Chris, I am running again in November. ¿Cómo es que si andabas sin nada? I mean, después de tu asunto." And I said, ¿cuál asunto? They go, well, the DWI. I said, like, guys, I let nothing drag me down, nothing. And it's not arrogance. It's just, guys, we all face bumps in the road. We all face different situations. And it's just a lesson that I hope and pray that I throw out there. That guys, you're going to face bumps in the road. It's how you deal with them in the end that actually makes the matter. I mean, again, guys, I hold nothing against anyone. I hope everyone pulling your hair like brought me flashbacks of Mrs. Ramirez back in Castañeda Elementary. She would pull the hair from the sideburns. That hurts like crazy, man. I used to get that done all the time. Guys, when you get knocked down, when you get dragged in the mud, pick yourself back up, dust yourself off, and continue to move forward. That's the only thing that you can do. Again, dust yourself off, move forward. That's what you can do. And it's a great lesson, man. It's a great lesson for everyone and anyone out there. Good morning and good luck with everything. Thank you, Santiago. Love you, man. Brush yourself off and move forward, guys. Life is too short to let yourself be dragged down by mistakes that you've made at any point in time. Move forward. Make amends whenever that's possible. Take responsibility and push forward. And I think people are going to appreciate the honesty out there. And again, if there's one thing is for good or for bad, is that you'll always hear the truth from me. I'm not going to make stuff up. As that I will tell you exactly how things are. That's why I'm the cheese, and there can be only one. It's one of the reasons why I'm not liked by a lot of people. But again, haters gonna hate, bro. They see me rolling, they keep hate. I will say that again, it's just a weird situation. Wise words, amen. Thank you, guys. Guys, I'm going to end it now. It's 53 minutes in. If there aren't any other questions, we'll be back tonight at 9 o'clock. I don't know who's lined up for tonight. That's why I love you too, Leah. Tell it like it is. Always honest. I don't know who. Frankie should let us know today who's going to be on. That's Frankie's job. Amen, Rachel. That's Frankie's job. So Frankie's going to let us know who's going to be on later on today. He'll be posted on his page. Again, I'm still in Facebook jail. We'll be out of Facebook jail next week. Dun, dun, dun. So things will come back to somewhat normal. But again, I still want to build up that YouTube channel. We need that YouTube channel, guys. We need the YouTube channel. We need to be able to have an avenue in case, we get thrown in Facebook jail again. I'm going to, talk about other different changes that love you, mi amor. Hey, Madison, I love that picture with Daddy's sign out there. Beautiful, beautiful picture. Beautiful picture and beautiful gesture. Thank you for doing that for our teachers. Again, guys, it is Teacher Appreciation Week. Be good to teachers. Send your love and support to everyone out there. Let them know, right now teachers are stressed. Teachers are going through a lot because of the stupid superintendent and the corrupt school board. So again, guys, I mean, understand that it's their livelihood. And not only their livelihood, it's their passion. In my time at BISD, I got to meet some of most amazing teachers, counselors, secretarial staff, uh, administrators, principals, vice principals, amazing individuals, guys. So be good to them this week. It is Teacher Appreciation Week. Guys, if there's anything major happening from here on till tonight, we'll be putting it on the page. We'll be putting it on the page. Guys, God bless. On Frankie's page, and they'll tag me on my page. That's all you can do on my page. God bless. Take care. Be good to each other. Be good to me, especially. I love you all tons. God bless.